Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul. I am Sharice, and journaling. I love it. I've been journaling for a long time. Journaling is not for everyone. I don't think everything is for everyone. Like, weed is not for me. Journaling might not be for you, but you might want to try it because it has saved me. It's kind of saved me. I remember when I got my first diary, I was maybe 10 and it was Lisa Frank, super colorful. It had a lock on it. I felt so secure. No one would read my thoughts. Not true because my mother did tell me that she read it. But that was like my first introduction. I think my godmother got it for me. And as a person who has not been the most vocal, I thrived on paper. So I remember writing then. I really got heavy into writing when I was in junior high. I think maybe hormones. I continued in high school. And then I met a friend because I threw away I used to, I don't anymore. But I met a friend who told me that I should keep it for my daughter. For me, writing has been very detailed, very personal, and I have a lot of things that I write about that are embarrassing, things that I did that I was ashamed of, and so I never really thought to share it with anyone. But one of my friends told me, about my daughter. One day, I have a son, I want to have more kids. I thought, wow, it could really be a blessing to her, reading about some of the things that I've been through and how I've grown. And so since then, I think I've been looking back on things that I wrote in a different way and looking at my progress. So journaling as a spiritual practice, I think one of my goals is evolution of my soul, expansion and growth of my personality here on earth, and looking back at where I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, has really been helpful in me seeing what it was I was doing then. Because, I work on goals all the time, but when the progress is so slow, like when you're working on it day to day, and then a year has gone by and you've been working on it, you can just see the contrast. And so I would encourage folks to keep a journal. One of the things you can track is your relationship to God. Most of my entries are interpersonal in nature because for me, one of the places where I've had the most difficulty has been in intimate interpersonal relationships. And so I can see me getting closer to God reflected in the relationships that I have with other folks. In writing, I've also talked directly to God. So sort of like a prayer on paper. I have also written letters to God, to actual people, to document feelings, emotions, reactions to things that have happened in life. And then my third major goal for writing is to document gratitude. I think listing the things that we are most thankful for is like a prayer of thank you to God. And Iyanla Vanzant says, if you never say a prayer and you only say one, thank you is enough. That prayer has so much in it. I think gratitude work really helps change the way your brain works, your perspective, your perception of other people, of yourself, and it opens you up to a very positive experience here in life. Even if you have been faced with challenges and adversity here, you can rethink so much when you practice gratitude. Similar to mirror work, where you talk to yourself in a mirror, I think journaling can feel awkward to some folks who have not done it before because it's really just your thoughts on paper. I would encourage people to use prompts in the beginning if you're struggling with writing, and then to take it slowly. I think I usually write a page at a time. Sometimes if I'm really going through something, it's 2 pages. But you can start with a list. There's really no rules on how to journal. There's no right or wrong way. It's whatever works for you in getting everything that's inside of you out and then being able to look back on it and learn from what you wrote. So start with lists, start with prompts. I've had books that have prompts built into them already. You can also look online for journaling prompts. If you have particular topics already that you know you need to grow in, you can list those out and then just sort of free think whatever and put whatever is coming to your mind down. Start small, start slow. I don't have a set schedule for writing. I write whenever it comes to me. Sometimes I'll write 2 or 3 times in one day, sometimes 2 or 3 times in 1 month. I've gone 6 months without writing anything, and some weeks I write every single day, usually at bedtime, sometimes early in the morning, depending on what I'm going through. But bedtime is usually like a really good wind down time where you get to just reflect, relax, and get things out. So if you want to have a set schedule, definitely go ahead and do that. Maybe you know you want to do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, or you just want to write once a week on Saturday morning. Whatever it is that works for you. I think the whole point of it is do something that's sustainable, do something you enjoy. If you feel like you're not really enjoying this experience of journaling, you might want to switch to video journaling, where you talk to a camera. Or you might want to switch to recording your voice or looking in the mirror and talking to yourself. There are a lot of different ways that you can get the benefits of journaling, which is really just documenting what it is you're going through at that point, thinking about your goals, thinking about your challenges and your growth, and then being able to go back and look at it. I hope you pick up a book, a recorder, a camera, and think about recording yourself, your thoughts, your experiences now, so that you can look back and see how you've grown. Thank you for watching.